Hi, I'm Angel from Fleece Fun, and today we are talking top stitching. What is it? How do you do it? All that good stuff. Let's get started. Top stitching is basically stitching that you see. And a great example of top stitching here in the US is jeans. Okay, they've always had this nice top stitching, and it's basically decorative stitching that you can see, and it can give a really nice tailored look. It also can be functional. So for example, on these bibs, I have this top stitching here, so the bib isn't baggy and it lays flat because of the top stitching. It also can just give a nice decorative look to something, just make something look a little more tailored and nice. On your machine, there are several different stitches that you can use for top stitching. There's of course the straight stitch. You can of course do the zigzag. This is called the serpentine stitch. Also just a couple of fun decorative stitches. You should play around with it and see what's available on your machine. But I have to be honest with you, the stitch that you're going to use mostly for top stitching is the straight stitch. It also doesn't necessarily have to be seen. If you look here on this fleece, the stitching isn't very obvious, but it gives kind of a nice molded look to the fabric. Top stitching is important because if you look at the clothing you're wearing, I'll bet you there's top stitching on it. It gives a really nice professional look. So let's go to the machine and I'm going to show you a couple basics when it comes to top stitching. All right, when it comes to top stitching, the secret is you want your locking section of your stitch to be hidden. So you decide where you're going to begin your stitch, right here. So it's not a really visible point on the bag. And then you're going to do your locking stitch, which is about 3 stitches in, 3 stitches up, you're good to go. Now another big secret to doing top stitching is using the correct foot. And this edging foot is perfect for that, because it has this great blade to help you stay straight. So I'm just going to put that on, and then I'm going to change my needle position so it's off center. And then it's going to make going around and sewing this so much easier. So instead of worrying about like following the edge of the foot, I have this great blade and I lower it. I just got to keep the fabric snug against that blade and we're good to go. So again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Keep it short and actually be deliberate. Sometimes it's really easy just to push it and go really fast and do your locking stitch, but take your time. So I have these clips in to make sure that the fabric will stay how I want it to, because it's easy for fabric to kind of bubble out or look different. And we're just going to add this nice top stitch all the way around. And you can see as we go what a difference that makes. Just that little line just makes it lie so much better. And truly, the real secret is just using the correct foot and going slow. Now, in this case, I'm just using a classic straight stitch, but you could easily use a decorative stitch. Just make sure that you have your settings correct. However, if you do choose to use a decorative stitch, this foot isn't going to work for you. You'll just need to use a regular foot. But honestly, the straight stitch is a classic, good, clean look, and it'll just give your pieces that professional final look that is amazing. Let's take a look here. Look how nice and even that is, and it's perfect. And it's just going to make the bag hang better, and it's going to look professional.